A handful of new suspects are in custody in connection with a major Klamath County drug bust. The bust started early Wednesday after an investigation into a double murder led deputies to evidence of a drug cartel. Originally, nearly 36 people were arrested from across Klamath County. That number has now risen to more than 40. Drugs and guns were found in the bust, but that's not all. Investigators seized 15 dogs and several livestock were taken in Operation Trojan Horse. Most of those animals are being taken care of by acquaintances of those who were arrested. A couple of the dogs had to be taken to animal control while the livestock is being cared for by the animal shelter.
Evaluate their conditions to make sure the animals were all, healthy animals, and make sure there was no neglect or anything, cruelty or anything like that.
Michael Horton says it is up to the courts to decide what will happen with the animals if they are not taken in. Meanwhile, the Klamath County Sheriff is worried about future operations like Trojan Horse.
He says the proposed budget would mean drastic cuts to his staff, making the fight against organized crime in rural areas nearly impossible. News 10's Jessica DeNova is here with more on that. Jessica?
Trish, Rick, right now the sheriff says he's already working on a tight budget with just enough money to fund 9 deputy positions. If the new proposed budget goes through, he says he'll lose 4 of those deputies, putting the people in the county and surrounding areas at risk.
The sustainable budget is down here. If you don't have economic growth up here, in other words, tax dollars coming in, you're not going to have a sustainable budget.
During a meeting with the Budget Committee, Klamath County Sheriff Skrah.So discovered plans to cut $500,000 from his office,
which will reduce our patrol force from 9 deputies on the street down to 4. We'll lose 5 deputies. Those 4 deputies, that's not per shift. That's 4 deputies for a 24-hour period.
Skrah insists though money will be spread thin, he can get the job done without a penny more, but not less.
I've been in office now 3.5 months. I've analyzed the budget. I think I can make what we had last year, or what my predecessor had last year, work next year.
Recent crime in the county has the sheriff worried for his residents if the Budget Committee moves forward with its plan.
Homicide after homicide, shootout in Sprague River, the standoff on Wilson Road with the drug dealers, this latest arrest where we've put 40 people.
Skrah says bails from Wednesday's drug bust go as high as $20 million because those who need to post them are not good people accused of bringing drugs, guns, and ties to the Mexican cartel to Klamath County.
Damn it, I'm not going to sit by and allow this to happen and take a cut in budget where I can't fight the criminal element coming into this town.
So, Skrah says he's not only battling criminals, but also good people he respects to keep Klamath County safe.
I just don't think they understand the need for at least an adequate law enforcement that we have now.
The sheriff is confident he can convince the county that slashing his budget by $500,000 is a bad idea. The next budget meeting is set for the 29th of this month. Covering your news, Jessica DeNova, News 10.